Nothing. Uh, ever since like OBS and stuff had that issue, and Twitch was having that issue. Like I have to go in and reset OBS because like the screens are too big. It's all jacked up. But anyway, we're live. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a quick one tonight. I'm just trying to set some stuff up. Sorry, fellas. Yeah. So tonight it looks like it's just myself, Devon, and Josh talking about our least favorite classes in Dungeons and Dragons 5e. Um, and yeah, if you're watching us on, let's start over because I'm exhausted. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we'll be talking about nerd stuff for the next foreseeable future. So there's that. Um, if you are watching this on YouTube, it's been a very long time since we recorded this, so you should probably go to twitch.tv /Letsrolldnd and come watch us live. Normally we're streaming Monday through Friday at 8:30. We start at 8:30. We do a whole bunch of stuff. So this week coming up, um, tomorrow I will be working on the owlbear. So I pushed back the terrain so we could put some serious detail into that owlbear. And then Friday, we are doing our first one-off challenge. Should be interesting. So we gotta put that together. And then I will come up with next week's schedule, but I am not sure if we are doing the live campaign on Monday. I think you're still on lockdown, aren't you, Devon? So we probably won't do that. So we'll figure something out for Monday. We'll post it in our schedule. Then Tuesday, because of the owlbear, I'm pushing my terrain back to Tuesday. Then I want to see what happens after this, but I think our next episode is on classes. I had like top 5 classes, but really there aren't very many classes. Like there aren't enough classes that we couldn't like list our favorites just in general. Well, I mean that's taking it too long. Like if we're going through the book, every class that's available and our pros and cons and just talking about them, um, I think we just do a list like we did before. But there's enough player classes that we could just list them. Uh, yeah, because only one class matters. It shouldn't be anybody's. And then oh right, so that takes us to next Thursday, and that I'll be working on the terrain, and then we do part 2 of the one-off, more to come. And then Monday, I think Josh is starting session 0. Session 0 of a new campaign. Um, we'll talk to him offline. He's slow. Um, and then, so that means I'm hoping on I believe it's the 6th. The 6th will be back at the table, rolling dice. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So that'll be nice. That'll be nice. So, all right. I guess let's get to let's get to it, shall we? Um, Initially, I did not want to add. Uh, this one was actually harder for me than my top 5. I think because there aren't a lot of races that I wouldn't want to play. Um, yeah, there just isn't. So, uh, but there are a few. We're gonna talk about why I hate them. Um, yeah, so let's get to it, shall we? As always, I will go last. Um, and also, at any time, anybody in the chat, anybody watching, feel free to drop your questions. We're gonna talk anything D&D, so get as nerdy as you want. We're just talking about classes to talk about classes, and that's what we doing today. That's what we're doing. Okay. So, I will pass it over to. Let's start with Devon. Okay. All right. Josh, give me that juicy number 5.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's back up. We are talking about like this number 5 this is your worst? Okay, I just wanted to make sure cuz wow. Okay. I'm not going to lie. Uh Cobalt made my list. But it sorry about that. But it definitely wasn't number 5. So interesting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Um. Okay. I feel some sort of way right now. I'm really interested to see what what choices you guys made. Um, then again, remember I mostly go for uh, stats are like my least important thing. Um, but they are still important, obviously. Uh, so I am going to go with my number 5, and this is actually more than one, uh, but I'm gonna go with my 5th least favorite, and I will play them, is an orc. I think there's a lot of lackluster there. A half orc is 10 times better than a full orc. Um, you get your strength and your constitution, your strength by 2, constitution by 2. You get a reduction in your intelligence by 2. Um, but I mean, they get dark vision. But the only cool thing they have is the aggressive trait. As a bonus action, you can move up to your speed towards an enemy. But other than that, I mean, you got menacing that gives you proficiency in intimidation. Who cares? Um, you count as one size larger when figuring out, you know, your carrying capacity. Whatever. It's a lackluster thing for me. Um, Playing an orc would be fun, but why choose an orc when you can choose a half orc? And when you get knocked down to 0, you pop back up. That's just no. Seriously, I'm asking Devon, why the hell would you choose an orc over a half orc? Fucking hug mug. Oh God. Jesus. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second, guys, because I don't think your audio is coming through at all. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Try now. Nope. Try now.
Now.
Yeah, there we go. I hate. That's what I'm saying. Sorry about that, guys. So that means nobody heard what Devon said, just what I said, because my audio is coming through. So you didn't miss anything. Is basically. Oh wait, you already made your choice too, Josh. So that was important. No, I'm just kidding. So so yeah. What we got is Devon and Josh both chose the Cobalt. as their number 5 pick, which I'm really interested to see the rest of your list because the Cobalt is on my list. It's a little lower, but it's
Could
on my
probably guess
list.
my number one.
We'll get there. No spoilers.
Or my number two.
So, that being said, we're gonna let's go to the number 4 spot for Devon. I'm interested.
Okay, so I don't know why so much because the stats and everything are pretty half decent and everything. For some reason, my number four would be a goblin. Um,
A
uh,
goblin. You're
yeah,
saying a Cobalt is better than a goblin? Y'all are smoking crack. Go ahead.
but it's just I I'm not a big fan of goblins. Like every time I've ever played in a campaign and there was a goblin in it, I didn't. There's only been one campaign so far that I've ever been in that I actually liked the character, and that was Alby's. It but I just because I think it's because of how he role plays it. Like every goblin that I've run across just didn't seem like a normal goblin. Like
Well, no, a
it didn't.
player character wouldn't be a normal goblin.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, like you can have. It's not like some races where it's like, oh, you go and oh, there's a goblin. I'm not gonna trust it. Like I feel like there could be more to a goblin to like, oh, if you're gonna play a goblin, you can't go here or you can't go there without having problems. Like the DM might do that,
Right, that's
but
DM
in a
though.
normal,
That's the DM.
yeah, but
Like
in a no, like I
perfect
feel like they
example
would
is
have to.
critical. Hold on, perfect example is Critical Role. Until they're known for who they are, not runs around with a mask the whole time because they don't want.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like they had to
yeah,
come up with ways for him to hide that he was a goblin because goblins weren't accepted. So I mean, I get what you're saying to a certain extent, but yeah, goblin. All right. Well, Devon's gonna go ahead and put down his crack pipe, and then we're gonna pass the crack pipe to Josh, because with Cobalt being number 5, go ahead, Josh.
Okay, my number 5 is orc. I actually hate orcs more than I hate kobolds. Just because, like, kobold, it's cool, it's situational. Where for orcs, just half orc is better. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. Um, it kind of comes to the like it goes back to that choice. I mean, role playing, yeah, it's cool, which is why it's still at the top of my list. You know what I mean? Like as a possible character for me to play. Because I would play an orc. I'd play the shit out of an orc. I wouldn't want to run a whole campaign that way. It would just annoy me.
right.
Um, so my pick, my pick is gonna piss off a lot of people. A lot of people. Because my number 4, personally, is the human. Um, and I don't care. I I am number 1. I'm playing a fantasy game. Last thing I want to be is a me. Um, I get that the stat increases are nice, but I think they did that specifically so that people would pick being a human. Um, yeah, because you get a +1 to all ability scores. That's the only thing. And then the variant you can pick a feat, right? That's if they didn't have those, nobody would play a human. Nobody would. Yeah, humans. Stupid.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's my number 4. That's my number 4. Yeah, everybody loves the human. I can't stand them.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get some angry emails on this because humans on my list too.
Yep. Um, yeah, it's just a like I said, if they didn't have the stats that they had, nobody would play them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get that.
So, yeah. So, we're gonna go over to Devon for the number 3. Let's see what Devon picked. Number 3, Devon.
Okay, so I know Josh is gonna disagree with me, and maybe a couple other people. I picked my number 3 because yeah, it sounds cool, but I'm not interested in it at all, and that would be Warforged.
Yeah, wow. Keep hitting that crack pipe.
I playing as a machine does not interest me. If I wanted to play as a machine, I would just go jump on a regular game because that's a machine. Like,
Mm,
to me, that's just how I look at it. It
mm,
just
mm,
doesn't
mm,
interest me.
mm, mm.
Excuse me, there
Well,
is a message for you.
This is why you don't drop babies
well,
on their
boys
bed.
and girls. Yeah. Well, boys and girls, there are no wrong answers, but Devin proved me wrong.
Wow, Warforged, really, really, Warforged wouldn't even. I like. That's not a. Hmm. Hmm. Every Warforged that I've ever seen played was awesome. I mean, okay, like I get what you're saying, but I don't. I don't think you're also assuming that you're role playing it like a machine, but you don't role play a Warforged like a machine because they're
Oh
not a
yeah,
machine. They're a construct. So yeah, yeah. I can't even talk to him now, Josh. Just go.
All
I'm
right.
just disappointed now. I hate you, Devin.
we're, we're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yeah.
all they
We're not mad at you. You just, yeah. Oh, poor Devin. Poor Devin. Josh, give me some redemption.
All right. My number 3, and it's just because I find them basic, is gnomes. I mean, I get that they're like one of the first races, but just the intelligence. Yeah, they have dark vision. So does half of them now.
Yeah, so does everybody else.
Yeah, gnome cunning is cool, but there are better ones that have resistance to magic. like, yeah, they're just little. Honestly, they're just little basic bitches. Like they're a safe choice. like,
Yeah,
basic bitch.
I could see that.
That almost made my list.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I agree. I see that's the thing too. You know, like playing as long as I have, it's uh, like I said. Even this list of my least favorite, like I'll still play for the most part, except for my bottom two. I don't think I'll ever play my bottom two because I'd want to smack myself in the face. But and even my bottom two, honestly, only one of them I would never play, and that's not even my bottom one. It's my second. Um, yeah, I agree. That's a pretty good choice. This is where it gets interesting, right? At the bottom, because now it's just personal preference at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like your top ones, you got reasons that you would pick those characters. You know the bottom's just like I don't like the way an orc looked at me, so it's on the bottom.
Right.
You know, or I don't like the way that people play Warforged. I'm completely wrong, and I need to stop smoking crack. God. um. Okay.
Yeah, Devin, you hurt me. You actually caused me physical pain.
You actually broke Josh. Way to go. All right. I'll get to my three. My number three. And I think you guys already touched on it for the most part. My number three is a Cobalt. Dexterity plus 2, strength -2. I think any class that gives you a negative effect to any of your scores is just
Trash.
yeah, yeah. But like Josh said, the only other cool thing about them is the pack tactics. Um, and I do like the grovel.
Yeah, those,
That
those were my
those
two
are pretty
saving
cool.
graces.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Pack tactics and cower are like the two that kept it from going farther down.
Yeah, yeah, those are pretty cool. Again, I would definitely play a Cobalt. Um, it's just not one. I wouldn't go out of my way to play them, and even if I chose them to play, it would be just simply comedic to me. I would play it kind of like Chris Perkins played Splat.
I love Splat.
Yeah, for his entire 1 hour of existence. Um, Splat will be an icon forever. Thank you, Chris
They
Perkins.
put him
Yeah, I
in
know.
what is it, Idle Champions? That was hilarious.
Which one?
In Idle Champions,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an online game. Yeah,
Yeah.
and his big move is literally Splat, where he turns into a ghost.
Nice. Oh man. All right. Yeah, this is unfortunately this is going a lot faster than I intended. So this may be a short episode. Um, because we're already at our bottom two.
Don't worry, with how it's going tonight, I'm pretty sure we'll fill up the time telling Devin how wrong he is on the bottom two as well.
No, 2 is not that bad.
Yeah, like
I'm not
your
gonna
number.
shock you. I'm not gonna shock you that bad. Well,
Okay.
maybe a little.
Well, I think we're at the bottom two already, and I think we've been we've only been on for like a half an hour. So, so let's take a quick break. Because I'm sure you have to repack that crack pipe, and Josh and I need to discuss why we're even friends with you, and call my sister. and tell her what a mistake she made.
That would be so. But she'll message me and be like, "What the hell happened?"
What did you do?
Don't worry, Jazzy, I have it dialing now.
Put it on speaker. I want to hear it.
Oh, I wasn't serious.
I would. So let's we're gonna take a quick break. Give me 5. back. All right. So, um, we have made it thus far, halfway through our list. So Devon's list of from uh, favorite to least favorite is at number 5, the Cobalt. At number 4, the Goblin. Number 3, the Warforge. Uh, Josh, number 5, with the Cobalt, the Orc, and the Gnome. And then me with the Orc, the Human, and the Cobalt. The Cobalt's not getting any love tonight at all.
Nope.
Yeah. um. But that being said, let's drop down to our bottom 2 picks. Devon, give me that greasy, horrible choice of your number 2.
My number 2 will be a human. Just like you said, I play human every day. Why would I want to play a human? Like, yeah, it's nice they have other stats that buffer it up and everything to get people to play it, but I will play a human if I have to, or if it makes sense to what I'm doing. But for the most part, I would most likely never pick a human.
Okay, let me be perfectly clear. You would pick. Nope, not even touching it. I can't. But yes, I do agree with everything you said about the human. It's just, to me, it's a lackluster class or a lackluster race. Like, I get the stat improvements, I do, and they're powerful. They're a powerful race that you can pick from, but it's just there's no role playing other than you role playing a yourself. I mean, obviously you can you can role play however you want, but I just think humans are lackluster. I think so. I mean, I can agree with it being in the bottom picks. Um, sort of.
I
Hey.
We have to have a talk about your man
Yeah,
after this is done.
we're gonna have a deep discussion on why you choose horribly in life.
I don't think that could have been played any better than her showing up.
Yeah, just a horrible choice because Devon makes horrible choices. Um, what's going on, Em? Jump in the chat with us, talk with us, enjoy our company. I mean, let's be honest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he also picked Warforge. Guess how many times he's been wrong.
Yep, not touching that one. Just not touching it. So, Josh, give us that squishy number 2.
Yeah, it's a squishy one, as we've seen not too long ago. My number 2 is a halfling, because I think they're basically gnomes without dark vision.
God. You're wrong now.
Well, actually, before
I
before
kind of agree with that a little bit,
before
though.
we go
I
any
definitely
further,
agree.
let's just jump right on to my number 2. It's the halfling, because they're just gnomes without dark vision.
My favorite class.
And again,
My favorite race.
yeah, your favorite, our least favorite. I get it. Like, oh, you get lucky. Ooh, I mean, you just learn how to play D&D.
Yeah, you get lucky. Well, guess what? It's a feat at level 4 that anyone can get.
Anybody got it. Like, yeah, you don't have to spend a feat to get it, but just pick a variant human and then you got it. Fucking humans. Uh, yeah, halfling lackluster, and they're weird looking, big heads, little bodies. I hate them.
Yeah. In my notes, it literally is halfling dash basically gnome without dark vision.
Yeah. Now, see, here's the thing. I know that I said I wasn't gonna pick for my bottom. I wasn't gonna pick from this group of things, but I did only because I thought it was funny. Like, they're cool, but I would never play one. But yeah, halflings. Halflings. Let's talk about the halfling for a minute. Let's talk about the halfling. Okay. It is one of the original groups. You get your +2 to dexterity. Um, but number 1, your speed's reduced. Lucky, okay, I get it. Saving throws, ability checks, I get it. You have advantages on being frightened. Um, you can move, you got your halfling nimbleness. But other than that, Devon, for the love of God, other than that, why would you even pick one of these things?
Because
Oh
they
no.
can be thrown.
It, well, that too. Every time I think of a halfling, the first type of any kind of character I think of is Merry and Pippin from Lord of the Rings. Like there's Frodo and Sam, but they were both useless too. But
I mean, there's a
Merry and Pippin was like my favorite two like short characters of all time. And then when I started playing D&D, I was like, oh, this reminds me of Merry and Pippin. And then I started playing them, and I just liked them. I just liked them from the get go.
there's just nothing like I've never played D&D and went, you know what I really want to be? I want to be something small, slow, and brave. It's God, no, no, Devon. I need you to put the crack pipe down. Uh, not only are we yelling at you about what's on your list,
We're yelling at you on what's last week's list.
yeah, it's just a horrible choice. Horrible, horrible choice. Um, Now, granted, they do get like with their subs, you get like you can be a Lightfoot, um, which is cool. Stout. Um, yeah, that's the problem. He's been cooped up in the house by himself. Maybe that's it. He's losing his
My only
goddamn mind.
contact is over the internet or through the door looking outside.
But like even the halfling stout, right? You get a +1 to Constitution, and you have advantages on being poisoned. You could just here's an idea. You want to be something short but cool? Be a dwarf. Not a friggin' it's like putting a watermelon on a toothpick and handing it a sword. Stupid halflings.
Not even a sword, a rapier.
Yeah, you can't even carry a sword. Little bitch. So only because I'm a glutton for punishment. Devon, what's your number one?
Orc. And I will never fucking play one ever again.
Alright, just to be clear, for those of you that don't know, Devon plays an orc in the live roll, Let's Roll Campaign 1, Hugmug. Yeah.
He's an
orcs.
orc?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an orc.
Oh. For some reason, I thought he was a bugbear.
No, a bugbear would have been a better choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After I made the character and ran him one day, I was like, oh, this orc sucks. I was like, I should have went bugbear or half orc.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Orcs are powerhouses if you play to their strengths, but it's that, like, why? Would you pick a half orc? Because they're more powerful than its root class. But then again, I mean, you got to look at it this way in the games too, in any of the game. So you got so you have an elf and a human. They're both powerful by themselves, but a half elf is like just choose whatever you want. You know, so the mixing of the races normally gives a better class in D&D 5e. You know what I mean? Like it that's what it looks like.
Yeah, that half orc is the whole. You ever see the whole thing about rolling a bunch of critical ones, trying to push an orc off a bridge and then caressing it, and
Yeah.
then like so many critical ones later? Yeah, that's how the half orcs were born.
All right. So there's a thing that happened. Devon. Well, we'll go over the lists after we're done. Josh, give me that extra squishy number one.
All right, my number one. Send me mail, haters. It's a human. I hate humans in real life. Why do I want to play one in fantasy? That's why I'm a furry. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I mean, even a human, I would play a human. They're a powerful class, but you're playing a fantasy game. I feel like there's so many other things you can do. Mostly when you're playing a human, it's like, and Chase would. Here's the thing, Chase would like castrate all of us, right? Because this is his baby, a human.
yeah.
He loves playing a human and a dwarf, but to me, it's very lackluster. So I know that I said I wouldn't pick one from the D&D Beyond list, but I really just want to. Only because they're goofy looking.
Yeah, but you did halfling already.
Halfling would definitely be my number one choice if it wasn't for this one. And I can't even pronounce it correctly. It's that fish thing, the Locath. Locatha?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Is that the correct pronunciation, Josh?
Hold on, let me pull it
So anyway, the stats are actually pretty cool. The strength is increased by 1 or 2, and your dex is increased by 1. Um, they reach adulthood by the age of 10. They have a natural armor, which is actually really nice. It's your AC is 12 plus your dex modifier, which you already get a +1, or well, you get a +1 to your dex, so it's already helping you along the way.
Yeah, it is Lokatha.
Yeah. Lokatha will. It's actually pretty cool. You have advantages against being charmed, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, stunned, or put to sleep. So it has like advantage on everything. You can breathe air and water, but you need to be submerged at least 4 hours a day. I actually just wanted to talk about this class. It's the only reason it made the list.
Why do you have wait? So you have to be immersed for
Becky.
4 hours a day?
Yeah, so 4 hours a
What?
day you have to be underwater.
So what? So do you just die? Taking
Probably.
exhaustion points?
Probably. Yeah, and let's talk about how they were such a messed up class that they couldn't even be put in the original books. They're like, yeah, you get your own. You're over here.
Yeah, it's just weird. Just weird. But it does get a swim speed and a walking speed. Yeah, I really just wanted to talk about the class. The like if they looked cooler, if they didn't look like fish watermelons with little flippers, probably would have been cooler. They're just ugly. Really ugly. But their class is cool. Like the No, they're not. They're not cute.
See how they're cute.
They're the ugliest things I've ever seen.
I mean, they look like a salmon, like dry humped a watermelon.
Yeah, it's just the goofiest shit.
What is it? The grung or whatever that's almost like it, but it's way cooler. Purple thing.
Oh, the frog people?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're awesome looking.
Plus, you can lick them.
Yeah, I don't see the. Yeah, I don't see the advantages to that class. But like I see the advantages. Like if you were to pick like, especially if you're playing like a water campaign, it's just like for me it would be getting over the look. I know that's dumb, but I also every time I make a character, I'm like, what's the mini gonna look like? That's
as the guy from Deadpool once said, it looks like an avocado had sex with an even older and uglier avocado. just hate screwing.
Yeah, they're so ugly. Now, hold on. I'm gonna show this. I believe this is a fan art, but I'm gonna pop this up. This actually looks cool. And I would have even, I would completely change my mind if they looked more like this. So I'm gonna pop it up over here.
Oh, that's badass.
Like that looks cool. Not this. The fuck is that?
Of
Look,
course it would.
it's not even. It's just so not interesting that it has to put a freaking seal next to it.
It's
They're like,
just,
yeah, look.
yeah, it's just painful. Like
I
even
mean,
this,
it looks
even
like
this looks a little cooler, right? Like some of these look. I just think.
I
Even
mean,
this.
basically, yeah, basically, it's a freaking. It's a murloc. Like it's a bad murloc from World of Warcraft. That's what it is. Like,
Brandon, if you want to jump on and we're just talking shit. So like, if you want to hop on, just hop into the Discord. Yeah, man, join the chat. You don't have to have a list. We're done with the list.
yeah,
Yeah.
come say how wrong Devon is.
Oh yeah, we'll review the list and then you could just make fun of Devon like we have been. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe that's what it is though. If the artwork wasn't as trash, I shouldn't say that. The artwork is cool. The actual artwork is cool. What it made the race look like was junk.
Fuck. Really?
What's going
Nah.
Now Emily's making fun of me.
on? Yeah, it's just a thing now, Devon. Sorry, bud. Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Josh.
One day I got asked by mother. She's like, "Why do you guys always pick on Devon?" Now we have proof.
Hey,
Yeah.
she has no room to talk. She doesn't ever remember my name unless she needs something.
She's old. It's not her fault.
So, I am pretty excited.
What up?
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
If I zone out, I'm painting, so sorry.
No. Do it to it, man. Do it to it. It's good to hear your wonderful, wonderful voice.
Sure.
Jesse, did you know fourth vault is open?
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's open?
I bought my Mastiff for when we level up on Mondays.
Nice. Did you found it there?
Yeah, they have a lot of them out while quarantine was going on. They came out with another line while quarantine was on. They have a lot of the new stuff there, like they had zombie beholders and stuff. They have a badass Baylor. That's some pretty neat stuff.
So I am. Where is?
What's on the list?
Yeah, let me make fun of your list.
All right, I'm gonna give you Devon's 5 first.
Well, if these are the worst ones, let's start with your guys.
Okay, I'll start with mine. So like the ones that I'm least likely to play is at number 5, the orc.
So what you're saying is what you're most least likely to play, not necessarily what you think is the worst.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
No,
So
mine's what I.
yeah, for one reason or another. So mine is my number 5 is an orc, only because I would play a half orc first. The orc has last lackluster, basically.
Well, it has the same stats as like a half orc, except you get like a -2 to intelligence or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Right?
you get -2 to intelligence, but as a half orc, you get that. What is it?
Where you crit on you roll an extra die if you crit.
No, if you go down, you pop back up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's like relentless endurance, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I said, I'd look it up, but I'm painting, so.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. What's your number 5, Josh?
My number 5 was Kobold.
What?
Because the reduced strength and the sunlight sensitivity. It's just they're very situational.
So yours is more of a mechanical basis than you just don't find them interesting.
For this one, yeah. I mean, I would play a Kobold, but it'd be very situational.
See, mine is situational to the fact that I would play it for the least likely character. Like Jesse, if my character dies in our Monday game, I want a Kobold Barbarian.
Isn't my mouse based off of a kobold?
Your mouse is based off a Kobold.
Yeah.
But I just to see to me I like ridiculous things though. So like I always thought it'd be great to like make like a Kobold Barbarian, but like he uses like a short sword as a great sword, so you can still use your dex for your attack rolls. Like I thought that'd be pretty sweet. It just like cracks me up thinking of a little ripped lizard running around like he's fucking He-Man. Cracks me up. But I like kobolds. But I mean, like I said, it's all personal preference too.
All right,
So-
Devon, what was your number?
So real quick, only because I really have to, I really have to bitch about something. So I ordered an
Okay.
airbrush, okay, and what I ordered on Amazon was an Iowata airbrush, because that was what I heard the best things about. I spent $100 on a airbrush for an Iowata, and they send me this shit.
Is that a tampon?
It's
No,
an
that's not a tampon.
it's a friggin' ultra. This isn't even close to what.
It looks like a tampon box.
Like, this isn't even close to what I fucking ordered. I'm so mad right now. I wouldn't have spent $100 on this piece of shit.
Are you using it? Maybe it's not shitty.
Well, this is an off-brand. I wouldn't have paid $100 for an off-brand airbrush. I would have went to friggin' Harbor Freight and picked up 18 masters.
I think we might sell the what's it called?
Iowatas. Yeah, Iowatas.
Yeah.
They're like the best.
I think we might sell that.
Yeah, they're like the best airbrushes for crafting. Like this.
That's a town in Canada, right? Ottawa. I didn't say my humor was good. Continue.
I don't even get
It's
it.
great. It's great.
Ottawa.
No. Ottawa. No? Okay.
Oh my God, Brandon, you and Emily's puns.
Well, it's not a pun. That's what it sounded like.
So
I'm painting a shambling mound for no reason. And I just wanted to say that this thing is cool as shit looking. Just continue, sorry.
No, you're fine. But that's, yeah. So, like, and then I just don't understand, right? Because then I go back to my orders, and it's not even the one that I ordered.
Well, give them a break. They've been really busy right now.
Yeah, COVID, bro.
COVID, like Devon has.
I don't have COVID. Oh my god.
Why are you making fun of people that have COVID? Like hundreds of thousands of people have died.
Yeah, way to go. God.
All right, so what was your number 5 here, Devon? Sorry, your airbrush sucks, Jesse.
Yeah, no worries.
My,
It just made me mad.
My number 5 was also a kobold, but that was because I think it's more situational than anything else.
Like I said, if you play for stats, I guess. I just think of dumb shit that I think would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's a difference too, right? On playing shit that you know is just cool to play. But it's just like we were talking about when we were talking about creating a character, right? With how we do it, like we want those bad rolls. We enjoy those bad rolls because it makes our character.
I don't want all bad rolls, but
Right.
yeah. I
But
don't
like-
want all good ones.
Yeah, but you roll like all 16s and you're more depressed than if you rolled like 3 8s. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh, I gotta be above average.
Yeah, like if you get 2 good stats and you complain about it, like that's
You know what I think would have been really fun would have been to play Cobalt when Izzy was the turtle and just repeated things that the turtle said. Because he said some crazy shit. That would have been glorious. Oh, the booze.
yeah, see, like I said, I like kobolds. I think they're interesting. But like if you're looking like purely stat wise, I get it. But like if you talk about it that way too, like drow are really badass, but they have sunlight sensitivity too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, Arthur just kicked his ass out for a month.
Who? What?
What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking to are you in Twitch chat and commenting?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That's where I'm just where I came from. I'm not paying attention. I'm paying. All right, so I can tell you a race that I don't find interesting.
Yeah. What do you
That
got?
people like. I don't like Tritons.
Yeah. Not a huge fan. I mean,
Like I don't see how they would fit into a normal campaign whatsoever. Like it's like how people make fun of Aquaman. It's just like, oh, okay. You're really interesting when you're by the sea, but how many campaigns do you know that are really like ocean based? I mean,
yeah.
with like Ghost of Saltmarsh and stuff, kind of like brought that forward a little bit, but from all the D&D campaigns I've seen, very little has to do with, oh, look at all this water, cool.
Yeah, and that brings me to like to my like least likely to play, right? Now, if we were gonna if we sat down for session 0 and somebody was like, we're pirates. Absolutely. Absolutely.
See, and
Can be
that's
pirate.
and that's what would be really awesome is a little fucking kobold pirate.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's
Well-
always on the he's always on the crow's nest because he's the
Yeah.
fastest one to get up there. Land ho!
Or like, yeah, they're just hiding in the storerooms. You know.
Well, I saw there was a D&D campaign for I think it was Direct Relief, and one of the characters played a kobold. I think he was a kobold rogue, and he would just like ride around on the paladin the entire time.
That's awesome. I was watching
Bye,
Matt Colville.
Later,
See you later. I was watching a Matt Colville video one time, and he was talking about a game he played where a dude rolled a d20 for his stats. and he rolled a 1 for his strength.
Oh, jeez.
And like, so like he made his character like some like wealthy affluent dude, and like people just like carried him around because he was strength of 1. So he's like super like affluent. They just, what are those things called? Or they like carry him around and he just lays on it. What are those things called?
Oh.
Like a litter or something like that?
Yeah.
I'm probably way off on that. I don't know. But I just thought that was hilarious. And that's the kind of shit that I like, just like stupid random shit. It's just like, hey, I'm a big, not strong guy. Carry me through this dungeon. Like, that's funny to me. See, like, I understand, like, a lot of people like more, like, serious tones and stuff like that, but, like, I like shit that makes me laugh, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's more about the what you play, like how you want to play it, than it is about the actual stats. It's how the player is. It's not the character.
Yeah. Well, that's like my warlock. I have 2 spell slots, and I use one for Unseen Servant so somebody could pour me wine. What a complete waste of a fucking spell slot. But it was fun.
Yeah, he also hits for 8,000 at a time. 8,000.
Wow.
Oh, here, Brendan, since you're painting, I'll show you what I painted last night.
It's so cute.
It's not
Oh,
done
you're
yet.
out there?
Oh, come on.
Nice.
It's not done yet. I still gotta do like the highlights and stuff.
All right. And you didn't wash it yet either.
Yeah, the washes are on there. You can't see on this camera. Actually, here, let me do this. Let's see if that's any better. No, that's absolutely worse.
Yeah, horrible, horrible.
Fucking horrible. Yeah. So this little guy. I did the washes. I did a light wash. I did a dark wash on the base, but I didn't do any highlights yet or anything like that. I didn't do much of the detail work, but he's cool looking. I was happy. I'm happy with him.
Yeah, it looks nice, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be even better. So okay, so just so we're clear, I went because I'm not an airbrush guy. I went and reviewed this, and it's just as good as the Iowata, if not better. So
You're bitching for nothing.
well, if I order something, I expect them to give me what I fucking ordered. It's literally their job. If I wanted a goddamn chocolate shake and they gave me vanilla, I'm gonna be pissed.
COVID, bro.
COVID.
No, fuck COVID. Then don't sell fucking vanilla shakes.
Okay, well, if it's just as good, what's the problem?
Well, there's no problem, but now I had to do research, and that was inconvenient for me, and I'm white. I shouldn't I shouldn't be inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on number 4.
Thanks, Josh.
Oh, what was my number 4? Oh,
well, we don't know.
Mine was humans. We're just going through the list all over again. Mine were humans.
Humans?
Yep, I never want to play a human. That's just my thing.
Have I even played a human? I don't think I have.
You know what my problem with people that play humans is? Is not the fact that they're playing a human, but nobody ever just plays a human. They just take the human variant for a feat.
Yep.
So, I don't know why, but that kind of bothers me. Like, yeah, sweet, you get a feat right off the bat, but it's...
That's it. That's what we were talking about, right? So if they didn't have that, nobody would play a human. If their stats weren't so good, nobody would play a human.
I don't agree with that, but I think that's why a lot of people do it. Like most people that play human, automatically they take the variant for the feat.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that ever play them.
Just the raw human though. You also get a +1 to everything. So like even the raw human versus the human variant is pretty good. But yeah, if it wasn't for the stat increases, I don't think very many people would play them. I really don't.
Could you play like a human and be like a dwarf?
No, you would be a
No.
dwarf.
You'd be a dwarf.
But no, that's like a smaller human, like a Becky-sized human.
It's called a
No,
child.
you just
I don't know what y'all think, but I think I'm hitting some gold today. I'm
I
on a
forgot.
roll.
I forgot. Josh doesn't know how short I actually am.
Oh yeah, dude, she's small.
Oh.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah, she little.
I am like child size.
Yeah, my
So-
son's a
Why I
little.
said child.
She has a booster seat when we're sitting at the table.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
we sit at the table, she has to sit on a booster seat, but she also has another booster underneath so that her legs aren't dangling so they don't go to sleep. I shit
Then I
you
keep
not.
a heater in the corner.
Well, I don't think you'll need a heater in
I
that one.
probably will.
No, because you'll. Well,
No.
not a bunch of facts, but I'm fat and I'm not getting sweat the fucking Devon Dusty's basement.
So Brandon, if she ever finds a magic ring, just know she has to go on a journey.
She has to go somewhere.
Nah, dude, if she's the one that ends up with the one ring, like everybody's screwed.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, what's your number 4, Josh?
My number 4 was an orc, just because I think half orcs are just better than orcs.
What was Hugmug?
He was a
An
full
orc.
orc.
Yeah, an orc.
Because he's really fucking stupid.
Yeah, but his stats say otherwise.
Yes, they do.
No comment.
Oh.
I've already given Devon
Nobody-
enough shit today.
Nobody is going to take care of him now that Henrietta isn't there.
That's true. Nobody's going to.
No, he's just gonna die alone. It's sad. But real quick, guys, before we continue, I want to take a quick break. Because I need.
Wait.
What?
I need to hear Devon for 4 first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Devon.
For number 4.
Goblins.
Goblins?
Did you say goblins?
Yeah.
Fuck off, Devon.
Yeah.
It only gets worse.
It's a
It's okay.
break button. I don't even want to hear anything else he has to say.
Goblins are cool as fuck, dude.
Oh,
You
Devon.
can do so much with a goblin.
And before you ask, no, you're not allowed to have your own opinion because what my opinion is matters most.
Poor Devon.
Dude, how you gonna put goblin on there, man?
Oh no.
Oh, just wait.
How are you going to put goblin on there, Devon?
If you put tiefling on there, Devon, you're out of the game.
Yeah. If that was on the list, like he would be disowned.
No, because if it wasn't for the top 5, Tieflin would have made it my top 5. It was just my 6th.
All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll get back to ripping Devon a new asshole.
Sounds good.
Yay!
Yeah.
back. We're live, talking shit.
But I'm sorry, Josh. What were you saying about Curse of Strahd? My daughter
No,
was
you're
talking.
good. No, I was saying that, like, I love Curse of Strahd. Like, I think it's one of the coolest ones that I've read through, to the point where I love the Amber Temple so much that I've been working on a, like, homebrew edition where the Amber Temple has become ruined and the dark gifts have escaped.
Hmm.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get
I
it,
just-
get it.
The only thing that really worries me about the Curse of Strahd is like the deck, because depending on what card you pick, some of them seem like it'd be pretty fucking difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Amber Temple, they say that's supposed to be pretty intense. We'll see.
Yeah.
When everybody's on character 7.
Well, that's the thing. You know, with the people that you commonly play with, like, everyone's going to be, like, licking those dark gifts to get them.
It was water.
Okay, I'm telling you what she told me. Don't argue with me, woman.
Yeah. So, yeah, so Brandon, just so you know, like every Wednesday we kind of do this kind of sit down, get together thing. And we've been kind of going through the handbook. Like we did how we create characters. That's why we're on races now, because I think chapter 2 is choosing your race.
I should have been on the one with the
See, the whole thing.
creating characters because I'm the one that makes the most.
Actually,
The whole
Brandon's
thing
the
I'm
one that
right
makes the
with you.
most.
What does that mean? Becky's been making her own character.
I know. I'm giving her shit.
I helped her with the first few, and now she's got it down pretty good.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, like my one Monday games that was all me. I spent hours and then I cried because I lost my sheet.
We found it though, or I did. I found it.
Twice.
Yeah. Guess where it was?
Oh God. Let me think.
I'll just give you a hint. It's like living with a third child. I can't find it. I walk over. It's laying right on top of a bookshelf.
Oh yeah, that's about par for the course. Yeah.
Right on top of a bookshelf.
So, Jesse, are you ready to have these two hate Devon too?
Oh yeah, Devon.
Well, no. We're going in order. You're number 3, Jesse.
Oh, my number 3.
I can hate on everything, even if I agree.
Yeah, my number 3 was the Cobalt.
See, all 3 you suck, man. Kobolds are cool as shit.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying. Like it's situational. Like I just don't see myself. I wouldn't go out of my way to make a Cobalt.
Well, every race is situational.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like least likely. Like I've never went. You know what would be cool? A Cobalt. Like it's never been a class that I wanted to play. Other than like the Splat character.
It's like I said. I mean, I want to make a Kobold Barbarian.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that concept sounds awesome, and it would probably be fun to play. But
all right.
Yeah.
All 3 you put Kobold on there, man. That's depressing.
We also all put Orc.
Yeah.
Devon, you're playing a fucking Orc.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, it was his least favorite. That was his number 1.
And you're playing as one.
I am never playing an orc again after Hugmug died.
So what you're saying is, Becky, kill Hugmug. Got it. Jesus.
What's wrong with Hugmug?
What do we need to go there?
I'm talking about statistically wise.
There was better choices for him after we made the character and I ran him the 3 sessions. I was like, I could have run the same. I could have done the same, like used the same stats, gone barbarian, and used something else like a half orc, or even a bugbear.
Bears are fun.
A Bugbarian would be fun.
Bugbearian. Okay, so then what was your number 3 then, Josh?
Mine was a gnome.
See, I kind of agree with that. I don't really like gnomes, but that's just a personal thing. It's not.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I just think gnomes are just basic bitches. Like,
Yeah, like. And then it sucks that they're like the only class that really gets a big boost to their intelligence too.
yeah.
Like they're the only intelligent beings like that kind of. Well, yeah, I just don't really like gnomes. Nothing against the race. Like as it's written, I just don't like gnomes. They seem irritating to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
That being said, I've seen people play gnomes and it's funny and it's fun. I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah, definitely
All
would
right.
not be one that I play.
yeah, y'all need to sit down for this next one.
What for Devons?
Yeah,
Good, Devon. What's your number 3?
Warforged.
Come on, bro.
You know what though?
Interested in it.
I'm not interested in it at all either.
Warforged would be awesome.
It's not something I would ever play.
You know, it'd be awesome, like a Warforged cleric, but since it doesn't have a soul, like it's on a mission to try to like get a soul. That'd be awesome.
Oh, it's like Pinocchio.
Yeah, kind of.
I want to be a real boy.
Not a real boy. He wants a soul.
Yeah.
It could be anything. Like maybe he was a Warforged for like a cleric, like it's like a servant, and starts thinking of himself as a fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Warforged, man. Come on, Devin.
Yeah, that
Well,
one.
like I said, it's all personal interest.
No.
Like I said, people love gnomes. I don't like gnomes.
They're the second OH.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Not a fan of gnomes. It didn't make my list, but it didn't. The reason that it didn't make my list is because it's one of the only characters that has the ant. There's another one too.
But like, let's get back. Why don't you like Warforged?
To me, they're not that interesting to me. To me, it's more like a machine or construct. Like if there's just, I don't find, I can't like literally sit down if it like to me it's more like a machine. So if I wanted to play a machine, I just jump on any video game and I'm playing a machine. Like
Yeah, but don't you find that interesting when you're playing that in a video game?
Not lately, because that's all I've been doing.
So, you know who else was just a construct and a machine and everybody loved him?
Iron Man.
The Terminator.
Yeah. True
Come on.
story.
Terminator 2, not Terminator 1. People didn't like him in Terminator 1.
I loved him in Terminator 1.
When he was an actual bad guy?
Yep.
Or how about like if you did like Warforged stats, but like you were like a RoboCop type character, like you were a human and like replaced with like cybernetic and shit.
Yeah, you're a Warforged. The only thing that it has is your soul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It has like your brain and your soul, and that's like it.
Yeah.
Just like fucking like a huge thing of wizards just like fucking put your body into this fucking machine. Like You'd be like Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Your fucking brain in a suit. Okay. That's the only one where I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I could see you not wanting to play it, but saying that's like in like the least. Like, I think that's kind of weird. Because there's
It's-
way less interesting ones.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a Yuntai Pure Blood or something.
Even a friggin' Furbog.
Dude, Furbolgs are
I
cool.
hate Furbogs. I mean,
You're
it's not
stupid.
on my list, but
Furbolgs are awesome, man.
I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, so looking through the list, there's only two classes that give in uh, intelligence modifiers. One being the gnome, the other being the
Velkadin?
yeah, which those look
Yeah.
cool.
But what the hell's a what the hell is that though? You know what I mean? It's like a blue person.
Yeah, they're like semi-amphibious though.
Yeah, like no, I'm not hating on it. I don't know enough about the class to really say
Yeah,
anything. That's why I'm asking.
that's what I'm trying to find. Hold on, give me 1 second.
I mean, I know I've read about them, but I don't know much. I haven't looked that far into it because it didn't seem that interesting to me. But like I said, it's all personal interest. Like, there's some things where I'm just like, well, that's kind of boring. Where somebody would think that's like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like this is all personal opinion. Like if we're like
Well, yeah, it's all personal opinion. You can't be
we
like this class. So.
yeah, because like I human made every one of our lists, but that's because they're boring to me.
Yeah, but like the thing is, they've always had a place in fantasy and a really good place in fantasy.
Yeah, like I get why they're there. It's just like, but if I'm playing, like the last thing I want to play is me. Like it's
Well,
it's just me.
but I've also heard it on the other end. I think Chase is the one that told me one time. He said he likes playing human because it feels more natural to try to get into it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I said, if Chase was here, it would be like we would be getting roasted right now.
Like I said, I don't like that people purely take the class for a feat. That's what bothers me about it. But like if somebody wants to play a human just because they're just like, hey, I'm putting myself in a fantasy world and it's easier for them to do that, like cool, man. Like I don't hate on humans. Like when people play them. I mean, my character does, but that's for different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to get the book. I don't have my book with me. Actually,
Which is funny because well, I mean, Shadowbrook is actually a half drow, and he loves his mother, and his mother's human. So
yeah. Give me a minute. I actually want to look this up because I looked it up on the computer, and it's given me a lot of um, homebrew for this but I have the book. So you guys talk. I'm gonna run and grab the book because I'm interested now.
I don't know, man. Like, Devon, why do you hate Warforged, bro? Like,
Interest me, man. Like, they're not.
but is there a reason, or just because it's a robot, or not even a robot, but
They're more construct, but yeah, but like,
I'm 100% with Devon. I don't like
I'm
them.
not interested in it. It's something I'm not interested in. Like, I might play one eventually, but like,
it's
like everything on my list except for my number one, I will either attempt to play or never play again because of number one.
you hate your character that much?
Yeah, it. I don't hate. I don't hate my character. It's more on the line of I could have made it better with
Is
just
because
the race alone. The
is it
race
because
could
we
have
give
been
you
better.
shit about it? Is that why?
No, I don't care what anybody thinks about my characters. I'm just trying to have fun.
Oh, there you go.
But I just, for some reason, I played a little bit with the orc and eh. I'm pretty sure it would have been a lot better with a half orc or a bugbear.
See, but that's why like I don't like playing purely based on like what the stats is for the character. That's why I don't like doing stuff like that. Because people want to pick their race because of the stats that they have, and then it's not as interesting of a it's cool,
I
but like
I
when
normally I hardly ever do that. Like I'll pick I'll pick my I'll normally pick my class before I pick the race, and I could care less if the race helps or not.
So, oddly enough, I thought I did, but uh, I don't have it.
which book is that? Is that Ravnica?
Yeah,
So you don't have the whole collection.
yeah, I thought I had this one.
Well, you can buy them on Amazon right now.
I don't know if Ravnica is one of the books.
But I could have swore that I had it because I played a Simic Hybrid.
When did you play a Simic Hybrid?
It's when we first started playing. It was like that was like my first monk. I did like a Simic Hybrid monk with
Yeah,
Devon
running. Yeah,
when we were
that
teaching Alby how to
fell
play.
off. Fucking showed up except for Alby.
Yeah. So, but I had to have created that from some. Oh, well, looks like I'm going shopping because I need that book. Um. Yeah. So
Huh. I think Jesse's a liar. He said he had all of them. He
I
doesn't.
I I thought I did. I could have swore I had that.
What happened to my paper towel? Was that my paper towel?
It is now.
Thank you.
I'm really upset about that.
You should be, because now you're a liar.
I'm a fucking liar.
You are such a liar. Okay,
Um,
okay. Continuing. Number two. What's number two?
was it me? I'll go halfling because I fucking hate halflings.
Why?
You're dumb.
They're like gnomes but dumber.
Where?
No, dude. Halflings are like the life of the party, man.
No, no. They creep me out. They have big heads, little bodies. I don't like it. It's like mimes. I don't like them either.
Okay. But like, I don't like that one. Doesn't make sense to me. Sorry, buddy.
It's fine. I'll never play one. Is what I mean. I just wouldn't ever.
Okay, so that's your cop out, and that's okay. But when that's Devon's cop out, you're not okay with it.
No, Devon's just dumb. No,
Okay.
I don't. They don't really get much other than. Hold on.
Yeah, Lucky's just terrible. Lucky's
Yeah.
just awful.
Well, I'll get that on my, fourth level feat.
It's not the same.
It's the same.
Read the feet and read the
It's
fucking
practically
halfling.
the
Read
same.
it out loud. No, read it out loud on this stream.
God damn it.
'Cause I'll
I
record
understand.
it.
Okay, so on their lucky, on lucky, they can re-roll. When you roll a 1 on a d20 for an attack roll, ability check, saving throw, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. Lucky feet. Not like lucky feet. It's the luck feet.
It's the sequel to Happy Feet. Wait, no, there was a Happy Feet too. It's the Triquel.
Triquel.
It's equal.
Um, the lucky feet. That's not right. Hold on. you have 3 luck points. Whenever you make an attack roll, ability check, saving throw, you may spend 1 luck point. 1 luck point to roll additional d20. You can use your ability after the original roll, but before the outcome is revealed. You choose which of the d20s you use. Yeah, so it's better.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. How is this?
How?
How is lucky not better?
Because you're rolling an additional die, it's better.
No,
But-
number 1, you have 3 points. Number 2, luck only you can only reroll ones. Lucky, you can choose to reroll.
Yeah, it's 3 times, and that's it.
Three times per long rest.
Okay.
You only get lucky. What is it? Every time that they roll a 1, but
I'm
only
pretty sure
a run.
Anytime they roll a 1.
Yeah.
So basically, you're immune to crit failure.
Unless you roll 2 crits in a row. Roll 2 negative crits.
Yeah, but here
Fail.
it doesn't even need to be a critical failure. With the lucky, it doesn't even have to be a critical failure. I can just choose to do it.
Yeah, but then you're wasting your die, because if you roll a 1, and then you're like, well, let me roll an additional 1. It's a fucking waste. And then you don't get that point back until the end of the day. Unless your guy is narcoleptic and sleeps 8 hours.
Yeah,
3 times a day.
that's what happens. He sleeps. He's like Death in Metal Gear Solid. He just sleeps in a wheelchair until it's time for him to rock and roll, and then he wakes up.
Rip Van Winkle over here.
I see.
He awakes 100 years later. He's like, man, I still only have 3 luck points.
I'm just saying, luck is better than lucky.
I don't know about that, but all right. So what? Okay. So who's that now? Josh. What's his number 2?
Yeah, Josh.
Is he still
what's your
here?
number 2?
Halfway.
Okay. Well, I don't need to argue anymore because you have my.
I basically said they're gnomes without dark vision.
Okay. Halflings are cool, man. I don't know. You guys are all whack AF, yo.
Whack AF. Oh my
I
god.
just don't like them.
Like, okay, so like, at least races that I would think of like make sense, but then again, it's all personal opinion.
Yeah.
Like, how in any case is it logical? Not saying it wouldn't be cool, but how in any case is it logical to play a fucking centaur?
All day.
No, it
All
isn't.
day.
I would
Yeah.
play-
Unless you're
Number
actually
one-
playing
no,
like
no.
a Ravnica, unless you're
Until-
actually playing like a Ravnica thing, like it's like, bro, we're gonna go into this shop. It's like, okay, no horses allowed.
No,
So
number
then you stick your like body.
That's racist.
number 1, people can ride you.
Okay, as a centaur, being a proud people, I don't think they really want people riding them.
They let me ride them.
That's because I gave them a drawing.
No, that was because Shadowbrook beat dude in combat.
Oh yeah.
See?
That was all Shadowbrook.
They did like the drawing though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did like.
Yeah,
the
they
drawing.
did like the drawing. But
But like centaur, like what is that? How is that like logical like at all? I'm not saying it wouldn't be cool. Like, yeah, I have a centaur character, but it's just like, all right, we're going here, and it's just like
Well, I think
people are gonna be
so. Personally,
people
I
are
think
gonna
that
let
would
you
be
walk
funny.
into their castles. They're not going to be letting you fucking. Oh, got to climb this cliff. Sucks to be me.
What's their walking speed?
I think it's. Let's see.
That's the thing too. I don't even think they get an additional walking speed, which you think they would have.
Do they have wings?
Centaurs do.
50 feet.
No, they don't
Got
fly.
wings.
50 feet?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Plus, they
You bet.
get a charge.
Plus, it's like you're walking through the woods. Let's charge through some trees. Like, what?
I mean, it sounds perfect
Oh,
for me.
my big horse ass got stuck in a fucking bush. Like, just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I could roleplay the shit out of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's disguise ourselves as what?
Well, that's the same concept as like a loxodon.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not that playing an elephant person wouldn't be cool. It just doesn't make sense.
Make them a
Unless you're actually in like a Ravnica setting, which is why that's in the Ravnica book.
Yeah.
Even though I really want to play a satyr.
I do too.
I want to make Lion.
I do
What?
want to point out that let me see something real quick. This is funny. Go ahead. Sorry, continue. I jumped ahead.
I didn't hear what he said.
Me? I said I want to make Lion.
Yeah, they have like the lion people.
Yeah.
What are they called again? I forget. Like, but they're like lion people.
Leonin.
Yeah, it's something like.
And I was talking to Izzy about it because he said he pre-ordered the book. He said there's a new bard class and a new paladin oath.
Yeah, I want to see what the paladin oath is.
I forget what he told me it was. Let me see.
Yeah, I have to buy that one too.
It's called Oath of Glory. So that sounds fucking awesome already, and I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
What number?
What?
What number are we on?
On two.
And what was your 2?
Humans.
Oh, yeah.
You guys suck.
All right, Jesse, what's your number 1?
Oh, it was mostly because I wanted to talk to. That's where you guys jumped in. We were talking about those the Locathron. The fish
I think
people.
they're cute.
Like I said, the artwork for the artwork for the artwork for them is badass if you're going with the fan art. But this thing looks like it's just ugly. But that being said, it goes to the same reason that Brandon was saying about, if you're not playing a water campaign, these guys are useless. They have to be
Yeah, 'cause
submerged 4 hours a day.
Yeah. But in all fairness, like, I wouldn't play one, but like, they released that as like a charity thing.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that's
get me wrong. Dude, their stats are awesome. Like, you get a +2 to strength and 1 to dexterity, plus natural armor.
Bugbears have the same thing, and they have an extra 5 foot in their reach.
Yeah, well,
So, like,
but also these guys are, I think they got advantage on saving throws against pretty much everything.
I think that's how satyrs are too. I think they have like
Yeah, it's
advantage
something
on
about
saving
like
throws
satyr will
on
or
that.
something. Like if that thing looked, if if it looked more like the artwork that I was showing before, I think I would like it a whole lot more. But realistically, I put it on my list because I initially said we weren't going to put those two races on. And then I started reading about them and they sounded cool. But it's that whole 4 hour in water thing, right? You have to spend
So,
4 hours submerged.
Or you suffocate.
so could you just be in like a bathhouse for like 4 hours?
Yeah, you would have to be submerged, like completely submerged. So if you're out, like, let's say you're going on an adventure, right? You're out in the middle of the woods. Better find a river.
Yeah, I think if they did a desert campaign, I'd play one.
Oh my god.
And I would just live in an oasis in the middle of the desert.
Just have like one of your magic friends make up a ball that you can fill with water,
Mm.
and then you
Just be like,
Yeah,
bring
you
the
just
bad
roll
guys.
around.
yeah, you roll
Bring
around
the
like.
bad. But like I said, when that character was released too, is also released with an adventure.
Yeah.
So that's probably more conducive to the character, the adventure they released with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, we know Devon's number one because he's stupid. I'm just kidding, Devon. So, Josh, what'd you say your number one was, Josh?
Well, I didn't, but mine are humans. And it's just preference because I mean, I don't like humans in general. I don't like humans in real life.
I
And
feel
this
you
is,
on that one.
well, this is the thing I said. I said, I hate humans in real life. That's why I'm a fucking furry.
Oh my god.
Well, you know.
Uh,
Oh, Josh.
Oh, man.
all right. Well,
Oh.
I think. What do you think,
Yeah.
Brandon? I think you've been chatting long enough. You want to make a quick? Do you two want to make a quick list of your least
My
favorite
least
characters?
favorite?
Yeah.
Least favorite?
Yeah. Let's take a
Oh,
quick
man.
break because I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. So let's take a quick break, and when we come back, Brandon and Becky will have their list.
That's a
For-
lie.
That
I don't
Brandon
really,
will
like,
have a list for Becky, and
I don't totally dislike really any race.
no,
It's just
neither do
one
I.
that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even my list, I would play. It's just my least favorite. But that's like
Right.
saying, like, to me, like, I give him a lot of shit for the halfling. Like, I give a lot of shit for the halfling, but there's still a lot of. I would play a halfling if I I would definitely play a halfling. So just a list, We're gonna take a break because Daddy needs his nicotine. And then we'll come back. We'll do your list, and then we'll
I finally got a fucking base coat of green on this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
Jesus
all right,
Christ.
we'll be back. All right, Brandon. Putting you on the spot because we were just talking through the break. So, so Brandon.
Okay.
So, you can go in any order that you want from your least favorite race to your 5, or you can go, yeah, you can go however you want. Just give me 5.
Like, you want me to give you 5 that I don't think I'd ever play?
Yeah.
Probably like a Yuntai Pureblood.
Okay.
Probably would not. I probably wouldn't do a gnome either. There's a lot that I wouldn't want to do. Like Centaur, I wouldn't do. I'm boring, so I am. See, I don't see. My whole thing is a lot of the stuff from like the Ravnica, and maybe it's because I was never like into magic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I mean, there's still ones that are cool in there, like Centaur. Not Centaur, Minotaur, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was on
But
my top 5.
But like in all honesty, too, it's like, how does that actually fit in and make sense? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I've joked around about it before. Like it'd be hilarious to have like a Minotaur monk that just runs across water for no reason. He's like, oh, there's water. Let me run across this water. Like it's this
Um,
huge ass fucking hill creature running across fucking water.
Minotaur thief.
Yeah, just like yeah,
And his
he's
first
just
mission
sneak.
is to steal something from a china shop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let me think. Like I said, I wasn't I didn't look at all. I was painting.
Yeah. No worries.
Let
So
me
if they,
think.
okay, let's just do your top 1. If there was one that you definitely know you're never gonna play, what would it
That I
be?
would never play.
Warforged.
No, I don't mind Warforged.
No, that's my number 1.
Ah.
It's just not a Becky thing. Just imagine that. It would not go well.
If there was one that I would never play, probably be like a Simic hybrid.
Okay. See,
Just like
I think they're pretty cool. They're not horrible. It's the it's the stuff that you get like as you level, right? So like at one point, like the Simic, you can as you gain levels, like you get mutations, which is pretty cool. So you can get like mana wings that like allow you to I can't remember off the top of my head, but
So at level 1, you get Manta Glide, so you get ray-like wings that slow your fall and allow you to glide. You get a Nimble Climber, or you get an Underwater Adaptation, which allows you to breathe underwater and air.
yeah.
Level 5, you get Grappling Appendages. You get Acid Spit, or you get like a shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, but like, and here's the thing, and like, I'm not giving you shit, Josh, because you haven't played with me a lot. But the way I create characters is way different than most people create characters. Like, when I look at things that you get as you level, I'm more worried about my class than my race.
Yeah.
To me, like, I like either doing something that I just think is fun. Like I'm currently on Monday games, I'm playing a dwarf, which is awesome because dwarves, like, they're just fucking cool. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not like everybody's like, oh well, if you're a rogue, you got to be an elf. If you're a sorcerer, you got to be this or that. You're like, I don't like that. I just try to look at what's cool. Now, if your stats are terrible, you're kind of bound into trying to boost your stat with a race. If your stats are that terrible, because like I don't mind if my stats are bad, but like If I'm running around with all 12s, I'm not doing shit. You know what I mean? and no type of ability is ever going to get you to a place where you're just like, okay. It's like you're going to be running around as like just like a normal guy with a bunch of like superhumans. But
Yeah.
but like to me, I like ridiculous race combinations with classes. Like I said, like I would love to do like a kobold barbarian, and it's just because it's funny. And that little stupid joke, and I will play a whole fucking thing with that stupid joke of a character just because it's ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
No,
I
that's
did,
cool.
and it all depends on what kind of mood I'm in too. Like Simic Hybrid, it's just like it's another one of those things where to me that's like a niche thing. It's just like it doesn't really fit in to like how, and like I said, it's different for everybody. It's fantasy, but it doesn't really fit into how I see fantasy.
Yeah.
Um, or how I would want to portray it as me playing. Like if somebody else did it, it wouldn't ruin my experience or anything. I'm just saying, me personally, I'd just be like, this doesn't feel like it fits, and it would bother me. So that's why that kind of bothers me. Like, I mean, if you're going by like different, like kind of, they're not, I wouldn't say they're mutations of like body and stuff. Like, that's where I think like cool shit like Genasi come in. Like, you can be like an earth Genasi or a fire Genasi, and depending on what that is, you have different abilities according to that.
Yeah.
But like, to just choose a race because it's just like, oh, look at all this cool shit I can pick. Like, yeah,
Well,
but like, how does it really fit?
I was saying when I'm picking my characters, see, I pick my characters differently, right? And my race is really weird the way I pick my race. And it depends on the game that we're playing. If we're playing in Roll20, it is what it is. But if we're playing at a table, realistically, one of the first things that I think about, and it's just because of of the love of doing it, um, what's my mini gonna look like?
I get it, yeah.
Like because
Like,
that's like that's one of the first things that I think about. Like what's gonna look cool? Because you know you paint minis just as much as I do. Like that's part of the fun for me is putting that mini
yeah.
on the table and looking badass. Um,
Well, yeah, but like, I mean that's a perfect example to me. Like I did a dwarf paladin, which everybody would say, okay, everybody does a dwarf paladin, blah 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 blah. But like, I just it had nothing to do. Like the stats helped, yes, but like I was like, I just want to play a dwarf, like
yeah,
for no reason. Dwarves are cool.
Yeah,
yep,
but Bernard
Like,
is fucking awesome.
yeah. Bernard's like the
and
best.
and then I'm just like, oh, my holy symbol, can it be a spoon? And just sure, it can be a spoon. I'm like, cool, my
Absolutely.
holy symbol is a spoon. And I cast spells through the power of and it's stupid, but it makes me laugh, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing, right? As long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't
Like I
matter.
said, I understand in some groups the way I think of stuff, people would probably hate playing with me because some people like to take it super serious. And I'm not saying I don't like serious moments and stuff like that, but like I like when people just say random shit and it makes me laugh. Like I like to play because I like to laugh.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I mean, think about how much fun we've had with the Bernard character, right? Some of the shit that he's done, some of the shit that's come out of his mouth, but we've had those serious moments, like when right after Gimbal died, like you started to see, which was weird because I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect it. But with
I didn't
everything
either.
that was going on, Bernard kind of changes his mentality. You know what I mean? Like he's
well,
still the fun-loving, like goofy guy, but he started to get a little darker.
yeah, I mean, it's just yeah, I don't know how to explain really how I view Bernard. Like besides a senile old man, and then like he just has like no idea what's going on around him. It's like I don't want to say this because it sounds insensitive, and I don't mean it in a mean way. And it's just like when somebody has like, see, I don't even want to say it, but say like somebody has like Alzheimer's, but then they get that moment of clarity where everything just kind of locks in for a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I view it when it gets serious. Like he's just oblivious to everything, and then all of a sudden it'll just kind of lock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like he was oblivious that he was basically naked for how long?
Yeah, he's just a senile old dwarf. Like he's just but yeah, I don't mean that like that in an insensitive way, but that's like when just somebody has like they're just oblivious, then all of a sudden it kind of like dawns on them like what's going on.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't view the world as like a terrible place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He he enjoys the world, but he's been down in that dungeon so long he forgot how dark people can really get.
Yeah.
So every once in a while to dawn on him, just like this is what the hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I
But
just
that's how I view him.
nice.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing him again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to the table. I got some shit for you guys. Like that I've been sitting on. Like that's the thing too, right? I remember very very vividly when we first started talking about playing D&D. And like Izzy and I were like constructing worlds. And I literally wrote it was probably about 30 to 40 pages because when we first started talking about it, I wasn't supposed to DM. Izzy was going to DM. And then I was going to jump in at around level 5. So I wrote a campaign section based on level 5 to like 10. So I started writing in that area. So I had this binder, and the binder's like this thick, and that's what you guys are doing now. So I've been
Okay.
sitting on that for almost a year. So now that we actually got to that point, like yeah. So I got some stuff. You guys are gonna have probably the next 2 or 3 sessions. It's mostly fun. So it's gonna be a little different than what we played normally. And the funny thing is, like Chase did that carnival thing, and I already had some stuff planned and written down in that book that was something similar to what he did.
What was my fish's name?
I don't remember what your fish's name was. Flippy?
Yeah,
Something
rest
like
in
that?
peace, Flippy.
But
And I'm excited too, like when we hit level 5, because then I get my fine steed.
yeah,
I'll be running around with a mastiff.
yeah, I got some stuff for you guys. I'm pretty excited. I gotta finish painting some stuff and get some stuff ready, but I'll be doing that, and then like next week. So like during the crafting portion, I'm gonna finish this guy up this week. So I'm gonna finish him up tomorrow, and then I'm building terrain. So if you don't want to see it, don't watch, because it's gonna be used
All right.
for the table. Which reminds me, I have to talk to you about something. I need you to grab something for me, because I'm gonna forget.
If it's your penis, no.
All
I
right,
don't
fine.
think he's talking to you.
Either way, no.
No. I was talking to Brandon. So the the cores that you guys use for the labels on the trine, the big round,
Yeah.
but they're like this thick. I need
Yeah,
one
I
of
got
those.
You need one?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah, I need one of those for the build. So
Alright. I'm sure I can grab one.
yeah, I came over there to talk to you the other night or last night and to grab one, and then we got talking, and then I got pulled away, and yeah, so I forgot.
Oh.
But Well, yeah. Let me do my wrap up, and then we'll talk about what's gonna happen in the next week or two for the channel and everything. Um, so for everybody out there on the internets, like I said, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to come over to the Twitch channel, chat with us live. It's twitch.tv/Letsrolldnd. Hit us up in the chat. Yeah, other than that, so tomorrow I will be doing the DM craft, and we will be finishing up this little fella. Which should be fun. And then Friday is going to be our first episode of the player challenge. So we'll talk. We're going to talk a little bit about that offline. Other than that, I don't have anything. Thank you, Brandon, Becky, Devon, Josh, for hanging out and doing a little dungeon talk with me.
Sorry we're late.
No worries. I think last time, like, Alby popped in, like, halfway through. So
yeah, like halfway through.
It's just relax, talk D&D, hang out. Gives us an opportunity to, now that the Rona is dissipating, we'll be able to see everybody and do some more things. But yeah, it's been weird. So yeah, I think other than that, I don't have anything. Next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we're actually going to. I was going to do like a top 5 classes, because chapter 3 in the handbook is choosing your class. But I think we're just going to rank the classes to like our favorite to least favorite. Go into a little detail, not a whole lot, but because there aren't very many classes. I mean, as far as like, there's what, like 30 some races now. I don't even know anymore. But classes, there's a little less. So we'll just rank the classes and how we feel about them. And again, it's all personal preference. Don't get butthurt because we don't like humans, except for Becky and Devon. You're wrong about the Warforge. That being said, we are out. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Bye, internets.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.